Hey everybody, happy November. Can't believe it's November already. We're back down in the boat here. In this episode, we're going to measure for the baby stay. Jeff H. is going to help us to design a baby stay that will send that plan over to Garhauer, have them custom make the hardware, and then we can take the next step. I can get that thing fitted in, and we'll deal with some of the deck issues around the baby stay attachment points, and that's job number one. The next thing I'm doing is rigging the Traveler. So now it's just a matter of figuring out how to run the line into it. So let's check that out too today. Well, here's the new Traveler. It's all installed and ready to be rigged. So I guess though I got to figure out how to rig it. Well, the first step is to untie the boom. I had it secured to the tow rail because without the Traveler, the boom had no support. So first step is to do this, untie it. Now I can untangle the Traveler line and hook this up to the new Traveler. Now the hard part, I got to figure out how these lines run. Those of you who have sailboats, you know, your first time doing this can be a little disconcerting, but I had some backup help.
And then you're going to come back around through here. This is one, or this is one, this is two, right? And so you're going to the top one here. That's three, and three goes back down through the bottom one there.
Okay, now don't laugh. This is what kind of messed me up. I didn't know what to do with the other end of the line. I didn't know where that went. That wasn't really shown on the illustration. So I had to kind of figure out, how am I going to do that? I couldn't figure out how the other end of the line gets secured. Maybe it's not tied like at this one end here. I'm not sure really. So I thought I would just play around with that and I'd just do like a little temporary knot. I thought, maybe I should ask this island packet owner. But then I thought, no, I gotta learn how to do this stuff myself. So then I figured, well, maybe if I just tie a knot, this is just like a temporary knot, see if it'll go through. And here's the little fake knot, temporary knot, and I'm gonna rig it this way and see if this will do the trick, and then I'll secure it with a regular figure 8 knot. Well, I think this is it. I think this is gonna work. So I'm going to tie the figure 8 knot. Well, I think this is how it's supposed to work. Yeah, I think I got it. Well, this is a great forward movement. We got our Traveler, got it all rigged, and so this is a big step forward in getting the rigging all set.
Oh, bummer. Our refrigerator stopped working. It's so frustrating. We had gone shopping. We had filled up the refrigerator. We had turned it on prior and thought we were getting it cooled down. It did feel a little cooler. Got the food in. But then the next day when we opened the refrigerator to get our food out, it was all room temperature. So we're not sure what happened. So we took the fridge out to see if we can investigate what went wrong, and as we often do, pulled out some YouTube videos to see if we could figure out for ourselves what's wrong with the refrigerator. Is it something we can fix ourselves, or are we in for a new fridge? We'll have to see.
Hey everybody, how you doing? Here just relaxing. I'm waiting for Amy. She always goes for a walk after her work day. So like everything's not everything. See, that's an exaggeration. I don't want to say everything is breaking, but our fridge broke today and all our food spoiled, and we have to get a new fridge, and it sounds like a minor thing, but things cost a lot more than we had imagined. But are we going to give up? Nope, we ain't giving up. So when she gets back, we're gonna go and meet a new friend of ours and take you along with us. We're going to take a look at a beautiful boat, and we have a new friend that we want to introduce you guys to, so let's go check it out.
That really is better than just doing it on the stove.
So, Amy, would you like to get, I want to get a grill.
Yeah, I know.
I know. But the thing is, I want to smoke meat.
I know, you'll probably figure a way out.
I like to smoke meat. I want to smoke the chicken. I want to smoke the ribs.
Yes, because you like dry meat.
Yes. So, hey, Ron, I want you to meet Amy.
Hello, Amy.
Hi, how are you?
Ron has been watching our channel for a long time, so I thought I would come over and meet you guys and say hello.
See somebody that I don't have to suggest that they go down backwards. In fact, my son refuses to go down backwards.
Well, he must be young and nimble.
Yeah, well. I have wondered now, who's the film person in this crew?
I have to admit,
It's his.
I have an older brother who is actually a professional career filmmaker.
Oh, really?
Yeah, who's an award-winning filmmaker, and that's where I learned a lot of my techniques. Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember looking at that. Yeah, now that's a combination of the nav station.
And then the top is just a chart table.
Oh, sure, that's really nice. Yeah, that's really good. Yeah. Very, very, very beautiful boat. Very nice.
We're going to measure for the baby stay with directions that Jeff H. gave us.
Well, we wanted to buy a brand new mainsail this season, but you know, things are tight, and for almost $3,000, I guess we're going to use last season's mainsail.
You can't always get what you want.
First time we ever rigged our mainsail on. Yeah, so we relied on our episodes with Jeff H. because he was the one who originally rigged our mainsail, and so we listened to what he was saying, and that's how we learned how to do it. How's your bowling coming?
That's fine. It's just getting it close to this black thing.
Pennsylvania beer from Pennsylvania, I can't say no.
I was gonna say,
You deprived
And I'm filming you.
No, I was waiting. I was gonna rag on you unmercifully.
Well,
a man from Pennsylvania.
I can't avoid that temptation. That's easy. That's a no-brainer. You gotta give me something harder.
I think you looked down in the salon and you said, Amy, you know, Rick offered me a beer. It's real nice of him, but I told him I got to finish this cockpit. And she looked at me and said, "Are you nuts?"
You're exactly right.
What does Amy drink? Does she drink beer? Does she like wine or?
She'll drink wine, but she doesn't really drink that much. It's not like me.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't have enough Irish in her, I guess. But she's German. You would think she'd like a beer, but you know.
She's got Irish and German, right?
She does. Yeah.
We have a Pinot Noir in here, and I think that's it. It's an okay Pinot.
What is that?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
Pepperwoods. It's nothing to write home about. It works.
I'll bring it to her. You know what nurses say, it's healthy to have one glass of wine a day, so I'm sure she'll...
And I buy that. I have no idea if it's true, but I buy it.
Do you know my wife is a nurse? And are you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Aim.
Yeah.
I just was telling you about my friend Rick, who served in the 8th Army in Korea, like my dad did. Anyway, I just went over there and he gave this, his wife, who's also a nurse, sent this over for you.
Hold on. Oh, we should drink it with them.
So tell us, so you were in the 8th Army.
Basically spent my adult life in the Army, almost 32 years. In the middle of my career, my principal focus was to be the war planner for potential combat in Korea.
Wow.
And I went and I was reassigned from a stateside job where I did that war planning function to Korea itself, within the 8th Army, in the 2nd Infantry Division,
Wow.
second to none. And I commanded the Air Defense Battalion. So to your father, thank you for your service, a fellow air defender, and your contribution in your own mind may be relatively invisible, but as a component of the larger picture, it made a difference. God bless you. Thank you.
Thanks, Rick. Appreciate that. And you went over with him as well. You were...
I did. We went over with our 4 kids.
Wow.
And we lived in Yongsan in Seoul, and we saw Rick maybe every 6 weeks, every 8 weeks, something like that. I just remember our youngest was 2, and I would take Rick back to the train station. He would cry all the way home.
Yeah, I
My
bet.
son would, not
Right,
me.
right.
It was my son.
At least until
He
I
was
got on
only
the
2.
train.
Right, yeah.
It was an interesting tour.
Yeah.
It was interesting. They worked extremely hard, all those soldiers up there.
Spent a lot of time up on the
2ID.
the DMZ or MDL
Right.
in that area of the zone, north and south of it, and had a lot of your dad's fellow air defenders
Right.
in key war positions along the way.
Right.
And, that was in the 94 window, where Kim Il-sung threatened to turn Seoul into a sea of hellfire and decided to move a couple of North Korean corps. So we thought we were going to war.
Right, right. Anyway, thank you for your service, Rick. And I'm going to bring my glass of wine over to Amy, and I thank you for that. Appreciate that. Thanks for
We
the...
have more in the bottles.
All right.